Thank you. We're in House Study Bill 668. Representative Wheeler, joined by Representative Svet and Srinivas. If you'd like to speak, please come up to the mic. We'll give 2 minutes for comments. It'll be a hard stop at 2 minutes. At about 8:25-ish, I'll cut off public comments and allow the members of the subcommittee to speak. I do not care who goes first. This gentleman's up first. Go for it.
My name is Ben Lynch. I'm a lawyer from Des Moines. House Bill 668 is a free pass on cruelty. Let me highlight a few sections. Cutting minority-based scholarships and programs. Ending efforts to recruit and retain minority math and science teachers in schools. Stopping diversity and bias training and policing. Reducing oversight for equal opportunity in the workplace. Cutting safeguards to keep minorities at the table in healthcare planning. Allowing discrimination based on immigration status in healthcare, real estate, and other licensure boards. Terminating incentives to boost diversity at colleges, and so much more. I'm so sick and tired of turning on the news and seeing this nonsense in our state. I think we all are. Is this really what we've become? We all remember learning about Rosa Parks and MLK in school, looking at pictures of segregation, asking ourselves, how did people allow that? Why didn't more people speak up? The truth is, it's still happening, and it feels like it's getting worse lately. Instead of legislating to hurt others, we should be lifting each other up. When more Iowans succeed, the whole state benefits. There is nothing woke about that. It's common sense and it's the right thing to do. But maybe cruelty is the point here today. So as our legislature continues to fail us, allow me to set the record straight. Immigrants make Iowa great. Women and girls make Iowa great. Minorities make Iowa great. You will never change my mind on that. And when the history books talk about this moment, how will you want to be remembered? The one who stood up to this madness, or the one who participated in the whitewashing of our state? Iowa once led the nation as one of the first to desegregate schools and legalize gay marriage. But I don't recognize this place anymore. Don't take us backwards. Please vote no on this bill.
Thank you. Next. This gentleman down here first. And also, sir, please hit your mic up there. It's the little guy on the right. Perfect, thank you. And that, yep, and make sure you take a seat if you're going to speak, or if you're in the room, please take a seat. Floor is yours.
Seth Brown on behalf of the Iowa Medical Society, represent Iowa physicians. We're currently undecided on the bill. We're still gathering feedback from our members of the necessity of the bill. But this bill does include aspects of state licensure eligibility for physicians and other healthcare workers. We've had some members voice concerns or questions about the impacts to certain J1 and H1B visas that are commonly used by more and more physicians that are coming in and filling gaps in the workforce. So we're just assessing what the impact is there. We'll keep in contact with the subcommittee to learn more, but I appreciate the opportunity to come and speak today. Thank you.
Thank you. Someone right here.
Hi, my name is Matt Chapman. I'm the chairman of Belin. I just had a couple process questions. Under the Iowa Code, we're supposed to provide at least 24 hours advance notice of the date, place, and agenda for the meeting. I don't believe we received this till yesterday, late in the afternoon. It really makes people scramble to get here, and I'm wondering about the legality even on this. And the other thing I just want to ask, what is the rush? Why do we have to push this through so quickly? And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sure.
My name is Bob Hoffman. I'm with the Iowa Atheists and Free Thinkers organization. At 5:45 this morning, I got notice that this meeting was occurring and asked to attend on their behalf. I was happy to. I sat down and started reading this bill, and I had flashbacks to high school reading 1984, rewriting history. I grew up in a time when women couldn't get loans. I grew up in a time when blacks had to use different bathrooms. I grew up in a time when there was clear discrimination, and this bill is trying to take out that history and not accept affirmative action. Then I want to talk about the licensure that was brought up a little while ago. I'm professional engineer, and professional licensing is based on qualifications, not citizenship. I cannot believe that that's being suggested to be a part of professional licensing. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know, there was a whole scramble. One of these two down here, I think. Go for it.
Good morning, my name is Adam Messman. I am the program director of the Iowa Queer Student Alliance. I am a student at Drake University, and I am a constituent of House District 35. I want to talk to you specifically about how students will be impacted by House Senate Bill, Study Bill, 668. Equality under the law is one of the core principles found within our Constitution. As I'm sure you are all aware, sometimes the Constitution needs a little help in executing these values. This is the purpose of affirmative action and the similar policies that HSB 668 seeks to eliminate. Growing up in a predominantly Hispanic community, I witnessed many of my peers being mistreated by educators and administrators, as well as passed over for opportunities of which they were more than deserving, not based on the content of their character, but on the color of their skin and of their heritage. I believe that if my community had affirmative action initiatives like that are currently employed at the state level, these negative experiences could have been avoided. Cornell University's Legal Information Institute defines affirmative action as a set of procedures designed to eliminate unlawful discrimination among applicants, remedy the results of such prior discrimination, and prevent such discrimination in the future. I implore you to reflect internally about this definition that's provided and ask yourselves, if all that affirmative action and the similar policies that this bill seeks to eliminate is doing is ensuring that the values of our Constitution are being upheld for everybody, for women, for people of color, for everybody. Why are you seeking to eliminate them? Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lyndon Hay. I'm an EMT here in Des Moines, and I am urging you to vote no against HSB 668. I first heard about it this morning about 5:30, and I rushed over here because I felt it was something I could speak on. I work for a private ambulance service here, and I am vastly aware of the gaps in healthcare in Iowa. We go all over, care centers, old folks home, hospitals, all over the state. And what's glaringly obvious is the lack of healthcare professionals. And restricting licensure based on immigration status is not a good step towards a solution to this very, very prominent issue in Iowa and across our country. I've seen care centers where there's maybe only one or two nurses working that day, and the rest of the center is held up by immigrant CNAs working, taking 20 patients just to themselves. And a lot of people don't get a view into that world, so I felt it was important for me to talk about this. So, lead with your heart, and just be kind to others. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I'm Taylor Carlson. I'm a professor at University in West Iowa. Many people here have already articulated the damage that this bill would do to Iowans, not only the people that it's targeting, but the people that are currently served by this community. We often hear calls for decency, bipartisanship, and action. And when I reflect on the legacy of the Republican Party, I actually just think of Governor Ray, the work that he did in affirmative action with the Native American Graves Protection and Restoration Act, with his support of the Title community, which is many of our family and friends. And I don't think that he would recognize or understand what this bill is doing here. And I think that there is a lot of issues that have bipartisan support: lowering grocery prices, healthcare, wanting cleaner water. I wish that we were spending our time on those things, and I want to tell you that this doesn't have to be you. We can spend our time on other things. We can, things that will truly benefit Iowa. This is not a partisan issue. Thank you.
Thank you. Corner.
Thank you. My name is the Reverend Lizzie Gilman, and I'm an Episcopal priest here in Iowa. I sat at this table yesterday around this time, and I asked the question, whose dignity matters? I, as a member of the Episcopal Church of Iowa, or at the Episcopal Diocese of Iowa and the Episcopal Church, in our baptismal covenant, we do promise, and we do this regularly, to respect the dignity of every human being. So I'm asking again, whose dignity matters when this bill will undermine rights protections by targeting policies tied to race and equity? When this bill will allow all law enforcement agencies to opt out or completely remove racial and cultural competency training, whose dignity matters? As a part of my position with the church, I am in charge of cultural competency in our diocese and training leaders. It is very important that our law enforcement has this kind of training, and I understand you're a little distracted by what's going on in the room right now. But I would like to ask you again, whose dignity matters and why so quickly with this bill?
Thank you. You have got to be seated in the room. So if there are not enough seats. Okay, so lady in the back corner.
They're talking now, this one's giving you on purpose.
Excuse me.
Okay,
Do not interrupt the subcommittee or you can leave. Thank you. Floor is yours.
My name is Chris Esperson. I'm strongly opposed to this bill. What problem are you trying to solve? You're just causing more problems and wasting taxpayer money. I left my dad with an aide this morning to come here. He's a lifelong Iowa and a Vietnam vet. He cannot stand with that phone because his brain tumor is growing too fast. That brain tumor comes in his lungs as a result of radon, where 75% of Iowans have in their homes. Why don't you fix that problem? Why don't you fix the fact that Iowans are hungry, struggling to meet ends meet, make ends meet? Iowans are struggling to get physical and mental care. Why don't you fix these problems? Instead, you're harming Iowans like my dad in this bill just because this will further decrease the healthcare workforce. This doesn't make any sense. You're causing consequences for grandchildren that are Asian, Latino, and Scandinavian, but don't pass as Scandinavian. Their minority white classmates are emboldened to make racist comments to them and their friends. My daughter was spit on and called chink during COVID. She was 5. Discrimination is a real problem. We need more tools, not less. If you're not going to solve these problems, at least focus on the other problems that we're all facing that have been mentioned already, and don't make existing problems worse. Do better.
Thank you. Clear here.
Thank you. I heard about this last night, and I'm going to stay on track by something I'm going to read, but I had to find time. My sister's in dialysis, so I had to drop her off this morning and then pick her up. But where there are a lot of individuals that go in and also that I worry about. But thank you for the opportunity to speak. I have to stay on track because I'm just so angry with so much with this bill, but I'm going to focus here. I'm an Iowan who cares deeply about public safety, fairness, and trust in our institution. I'm asking you to oppose HSB 668. This bill removes tools that help law enforcement and public agencies serve all Iowans effectively. Cultural competency and bias training are not political, they are professional skills. Every field that serves public uses training and to understand people they serve. Law enforcement should be no different. When communities and trust institutions cooperate, cooperation improves, safety improves, and outcomes improve. Removing training and equity policies risk weakening that trust at a time when we need it most. I am also concerned about the speed of this process. Bills affecting civil rights and public safety deserve careful, transparent discussion and broad public input. Rushing legislation like this reduces public confidence in the process and the outcome. Iowa can support both fairness and safety at the same time. We do not have to choose between them. Please slow this process down and vote no on HSB 668. I'm Kimberly Glenn. Thank you for your time and your service.
Thank you. Gentleman next to you.
Hi, my name is Al Womble, and when I first heard about this bill, I was very concerned about the focus of the Iowa legislature. You know, right now, most Americans out there are concerned about affordability, so why aren't we doing more as far as making affordable housing in this state? Why aren't we doing more to help small businesses in this state? Why aren't we doing more to help make sure that we fully fund our schools so every child in public schools can actually get a good education? You know, when I look at legislation that's possibly going to reduce the number of nurses, that affects me personally to a great deal. I've had 3 heart surgeries. I now have to go and have a 4th heart surgery. And the fact that I have to possibly be in a medical institution that is going to be underserved by nurses because of a bill like this, I'm not the only Iowan that's going to be affected by this. I'm not the only Iowan who's going to be concerned about, are they going to be able to get the care that they need? And it especially affects a lot of our senior Iowans out there. I would once again vote or ask people to vote no on this bill, and I would ask the Iowa legislature to actually address the concerns of Iowans out there, such as affordability, housing, improving our healthcare status, and making sure that our schools are fully funded so that every child in this state can actually get a good public education. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir in the back, you need to take a seat. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hold on. This is actually, there's an extra seat back there behind the program.
My name is Bill Marion. I found out about this last night late, so I'm not prepared to probably be very quick, very blunt. I moved here 36 years ago. I was told that I was nice. I have 3 sons who graduated from Iowa State, and UNI. I was convinced them to stay in Iowa. Today is the nightmare. I think Iowa, if this bill passes, Iowa will not be known for nice, it will be known for hate. Iowa hate. Thank you.
Thank you. Right here.
Hi, my name is Vanessa McConnell, and board chair of Iowa Movement for Justice. I married to a U.S. Army veteran, Freedom. His mom is in a nursing home. Have you been to Fluor Heights? I don't know if you've been to any nursing home in Iowa. She has Parkinson's, and if it weren't for the immigrant staff, everyone in that nursing home would just be completely without any type of care. She suffers falls frequently, so we have to take her to the emergency room a lot of the time. So sometimes we spend 6 hours in the ER just to try to get care for her because everything is so understaffed. If you're a woman in Iowa, in rural Iowa especially, there is a huge possibility that you're not even going to get any sort of OBGYN care. And Iowa is number 2 in cancer rates. We have the most, or some of the most impaired waterways. We had to go into a lawn watering ban last year. And we're in the bottom of economic growth. So I don't understand why you aren't getting to work on those issues that matter to Iowans, on improving healthcare, on improving affordability, on improving the waterways and improving schools. And you just are making up issues to waste time on and waste taxpayer money on. And so I invite you, I know that you're going to vote yes on this bill. I urge you to vote no. I urge you to go to Iowa nursing homes and see what's going on there and really see the significance of having a workforce that cares for our parents, for our elderly people. Thank you.
Thank you. Right here.
Good morning, representatives. My name is Nathan Erickson. I'm just an Iowa resident. I don't really want to be here this morning. I would much rather be at work. I have several trainings I have to do today regarding hiring, actually, because we can't retain workers. After all of the terrible bills we passed in the 2 years, they keep leaving, especially from Iowa. They don't stay. It is really hard to be able to hire and retain a qualified workforce, especially when you change the rules I would also like to ask you a series of questions this morning. You committed as a body to 24 hours notice of bill filing and subcommittee notice. You aren't following. Why the urgency of this bill? Why do we need to do this? We have a $1.3 billion deficit coming. Why aren't you fixing that? Why don't we have urgency around bills to fix that? You committed to making sure that we improve EMS response times, especially in rural communities. They're currently a 20 to 30 minute response time. You already heard from someone who's an EMS member. If you affect licensure there, how are you going to make sure that you're solving that problem? You committed to making sure that we reduce mental health care shortages in our state. 47 counties are currently designated as mental health shortage areas. How does this solve that? 1 in 4 Iowa physicians are immigrants. 20% fewer physicians per capita are available in rural Iowa. How does this bill solve that? Finally, STEM fields have a teacher shortage. Math, science, engineering, and K-12 are current areas, if you look at the Department of Education, that we don't have qualified teachers to fill. How are you solving that problem? And thank you, one of the representatives who followed along. Appreciate the other two if you would have made eye contact with me during this.
Thank you. Here at the end.
Hi, my name is Alexa. I'm a board member for Iowa MMJ. I'm here today because this bill does no good, only more harm. The reason affirmative action exists in the first place is to rectify the effects of historical oppression and discrimination. This is especially important in a state as white as Iowa. We are literally in the top 5 of whitest states. Bills like this specifically attack an already vulnerable population in our state. It's a direct attack on the progress we have made towards equality. This bill aims to get rid of the rules that say police officers, school officials, healthcare providers, you name it, need to be trained and understand the differences in races and cultures to avoid being biased. It dismantles the guidelines and negates the necessities of these trainings. This is terrible considering that Black people in Iowa only make up 4% of the state population, yet 25% of the prison population. Iowa has systemic racism issues. We consistently rank among the worst state for racial disparities. The list goes on and on for how bad this state is for people of color in every sector. Healthcare, education, economic opportunity, and policing. It also screams bad faith to bring up a bill like this overnight instead of waiting for it at 8 a.m. And as you can see, many of us showed up anyway. I don't know how many times we have to tell you guys, especially Wheeler, bills like this are nonsense, and I ask that you spend your time instead on bills that will actually improve the issues Iowans care about and have mentioned today, because these racist bills are not popular even in Iowa.
Thank you. Gentleman in the corner. I have time for you two or the last two. You and you.
So you're skipping Heather. Why are you doing that?
Please
Yeah,
leave
you're
the room.
skipping
Please
Heather.
leave the room.
Why are you
Please
doing
leave
that?
the room. Let's start.
Well, or why?
You need to leave the
Because
room.
you hate me?
You
Is
need
that
to leave
it?
the
Because
room.
I got arrested
If you're
last
gonna
year?
interrupt, you need to leave the room.
Let me give the phone to Heather as you discriminate against her because our name is bitches get
Please
stuff done.
leave.
Fuck
Please
you.
leave.
Stupid
Floor is
asshole.
yours.
My name is Nick Alderman, I'm a student at Cornell College. I'm here to strongly oppose HSW 668. In Marion, just yesterday, we had a situation where officers shot and killed an 18-year-old boy. We don't know all the details yet, but it seems this boy was troubled and asked a neighbor to call the police. When officers arrived, they tried to talk to him for several minutes, but he supposedly brandished a machete. They reportedly tried to tase him at first, and when that didn't work, they shot and killed him. The killing of a young person is a profound tragedy for that family, the Marion community, and the officers involved. I have to ask, is it the position of this committee that those officers should not have tried to talk to that boy and to de-escalate the situation? That they should not have tried to use less lethal means to subdue him first? That they should have simply shot him as soon as they got out? Why would anyone not want to de-escalate as many situations as possible? And why would this body want to codify in the law that our officers are no longer required to train in de-escalation or bias prevention? As a sociology major focusing on criminology, I know that removing section 80B, which mandates this very training, is a dangerous step backwards. As our attacks on diversity, equity, and inclusion, and affirmative action protections, we should be expanding such programs, doing more to protect Iowans, not rolling them back to the 1800s. That is the committee for those up.
Thank you. Your last one back here.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. So my name is Senator Renee Hartman, representing District 16. I received a Facebook post from your ranking member about this bill, and I was incredibly concerned about the lack of 24-hour notice that this bill deserves and that we should But yet, despite less than 24-hour notice, the people have arrived. And had they received more than 24-hour notice, I would only imagine that this room could even hold the amount of people that really would have wanted to be here. But we silenced them by not giving people enough notice for their voices to be heard, for their concerns to be shared. We, as elected officials, have one major obligation, and that is to listen and learn and to lead. In order to listen, we have to give people access and time to do just that. I got to land at 9 o'clock, but yet I made sure that I came here, even to this body of individuals, to say we are better than this. We are better, and our people deserve better. And I urge you to consider slowing this process down or shutting it down, because we in Iowa have issues around people staying here, young people staying here, and it's this very reason why Iowa cannot keep our young people. They cannot keep our young people because of the things like this.
Your 2 minutes are up.
I urge you to slow this process down.
Your 2 minutes are up. Representative Srinivas.
I want to thank you all for being here today. I came out of the 5 o'clock subcommittee last night, had this bill dropped in my lap, and was told that we were meeting about 15 hours later to discuss a bill that legalizes discrimination in our state. Let me be clear, this legalizes discrimination. When we are talking about something with such magnitude, so many of you have raised this issue of why haven't we been given time to hear from the public. We have a system in place here in this state where this is the only chance that constituents, that Iowans get to weigh in on the bills that are passed up here. There's no other opportunity other than sending us emails. There's no other public forum. And if you don't even get that opportunity because you don't get the proper notification, that is not fair to any of you. And how can we actually say that we are voting based on Iowans' will if we don't have Iowans at the table? So I want to thank so many of you who made the trek out here, whether it was not being at your job when you needed to be this morning for meetings, whether it was leaving your father at home with a nurse aide even though he is in a very bad medical situation, whatever it is that you left behind, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here to make sure your voice was known on such an important piece of legislation that can be deleterious to the framework of Iowa. What's clear to me is we have more people in this room than we can fit. There are people coming in and out, trading seats to give each other opportunity because we can't even fit all the voices that came last minute to be here. And not a single person thinks this is a good idea. Not one Iowan thinks this is a good idea. I wrote every single person that came and was allowed to speak today. This subcommittee should have been much longer. A half hour is a disservice. And let's be clear, as one of you mentioned, this is a bill that stands against the values of Iowa at their very core, on both sides of the aisle. This is not a Democrat or Republican issue. I grew up hearing about Governor Bob Ray, about how he welcomed immigrants to our state because it was the right thing to do. But it also helped our state. It helped build critical workforce areas. It helped create a blanket of cultural diversity that only made this state richer. Governor Bob Ray is a wonderful Republican governor whom I have always looked up to as a Democrat. This is not a partisan issue. This is a discrimination issue. As a physician, I can tell you many of my colleagues are immigrants. And we are grateful for every single one that comes to the state. And I'm talking about my physician colleagues, I'm talking about my nurse colleagues, I'm talking about my caseworker colleagues, social worker colleagues, the people who without them, we cannot make my hospital run. We cannot make our clinics run. We are already seeing, especially in rural Iowa, places closing down because of staffing issues. People being on wait lists, even if they're diagnosed with cancer, which is unfortunately very common in this state, that they have to wait for 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 months to get a consultation because we don't have enough healthcare workforce. That 3, 4, 5, 6 months can be the difference between life and death in these situations. Why are we trying to make that worse? By passing a bill that will only restrict our ability to license and discriminate against critical healthcare workforce in our state.
Amen.
This bill makes absolutely no sense. I don't even see how we can be passing this today, how we can even be discussing this today. I am an Iowan through and through. I was raised here in Northwest Iowa. I have the privilege of being at this table representing many people in this state. I can't say I've ever been this disappointed in something that has been brought towards me in 4 years. This is not the Iowa I want to build. I'm so grateful and honored to be in this fight with each and every one of you, and you better believe that I am voting no today.
Representative Fett.
I'll be quick. With the policies we passed last year on diversity, equity, and inclusion, this bill is necessary to update code, and it's also aligned with
Shame on you! You do not cut off a representative. We do. Who said that? Alright, talk later.
We can talk now.
We'll talk later. Respectfully, Representative, quit interrupting the subcommittee. Quit interrupting the subcommittee, please. We're gonna finish this up right now. This bill ensures opportunities are awarded based on hard work, talent, qualifications.